With an economy in turmoil, American families across the United States are finding it impossible to balance their personal budgets, let alone a back-to-school budget. I've come to Deep Creek, Chesapeake, to a mother of 5 and military wife, Tish Schock, to find out just how she balances her budget. Come on and see. Tish? Tish?
All right, you want a cookie? Hey, listen. Be polite, okay?
Ouch.
Here, take.
I know that you have 5 kids. How old are they? How many?
My oldest, Emma, is 8, and then Clara is 7. Annabelle is 5, Will is 4, and Jack is 2.
When you're looking at your, you get your back to school list from the schools, what's the first thing you do?
First thing I do is just I go through all the stuff that we already have, and then I make a list of things that I need and the most important things that I'll, need when I send them off to school.
Do you put away money each month? I'm sure with 5 kids, that's a lot of money you're spending on back to school. So.
Usually, I think it's usually I budget about $50 per kid for just the supplies that they'll need. And so I've done it different ways, different years. Sometimes I've just, every payday with my grocery shopping, I just get one list and do it. I just budget a certain amount and then I go and get it all at once.
Do you think that's the best way, waiting until maybe the summer? Are there sales?
There are sales. There's sales in the summer. Most of the stores stock up because they know that there's going to be a high demand of all the supplies, coming out of the stores. I mean, it's like tons of stuff, tons of pencils, tons of markers, Kleenexes, all that stuff. So you'll wipe the store out if we all go in. If we all go in there. So they stock up big time and they put everything on sale.
So if you could give advice to our viewers, what is the biggest thing? Do you think it's just sticking to that list or
Sticking to the list and just not getting stuff that you don't really need. New backpacks. I don't need to get a new backpack every year. If theirs is still good, then they can use the same backpack.
And kids need new school clothes, I'm sure. Do you budget that into your back to school?
I don't do a huge school shopping. Before they go to school, I get them about one outfit and a new pair of shoes. But I kind of do their clothing throughout the year. That helps with staying on track with budgeting, and it just helps me to stay on track with what they actually need.
You have some pretty smart ones. Do they know about budgeting? Do you talk to them?
They do. I think they have a good idea of what the value of $1 is. I'll give them sometimes, here's $5, so you could either spend it at the mall or we can go to the dollar store. And they're like, I'd rather go to the dollar store. I can buy 5 things,
Do you have any savers in your bunch? Any kids who like to hoard their money? That was me.
I do. My oldest child, Emma, she likes to save her money so she can get something really good. But I also have some that are like, yes, I have a quarter. I'm using it now, So those kind of things, they're learning, just like I am. So
yeah. What is a lot of money to you? How much do you think you would have to save up to buy a big present?
I don't know, like $30 or something.
So, why do you think we have to pay for stuff?
Because people made it, and I bet that was really hard to make, so it probably costs money.
Oh, so we have to save up our money to buy stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite toy that you like to save up for?
I like usually horses because I like horses.
And are they a lot of money, do you think? Or how much do you have to save for your horsies?
I don't know.
The most important issue with back to school, according to Tish, is staying on track. Keep on point with your budget. Make a list of what's important and what your kids really need the most, and stick to that list. Whether you're a family of 3 or a family of 7 like the Schock family, knowing how to balance your back-to-school budget is important. It's all about making a list and sticking to it.